Today I want to give you a challenge to challenge your proprioceptive system. Now what is that, you might ask? Proprioception is a very, very important part of our balance system because it tells our brain exactly where our joints are to the very smallest millimetre. And if that system fails, then those joints can be slack and slip and slop all over the place, leading to sprains and strains and even muscle tears and all sorts of things. So let's test out your proprioception and see how well you go. So to begin with, we're going to first of all do what's called a Romberg test. And with this one, we're going to get you to put your feet together, hands by your side, and then close your eyes. And you want to be able to maintain that position for about 30 seconds. Now you will have a slight wobble because this is your proprioceptive system kicking into gear, and it does require micro movement in those muscles for that sensation to get back to your brain, tell you exactly where you are. To make this a little bit harder, we can start to incorporate some different movements in your spine. So we're going to stick with the both feet together to start with before we start to ramp up and make it a bit more tricky. So for this one, I'm going to get you to do the same thing with your feet together, but I'm also going to get you to look up to the ceiling at the same time, which starts to change the way our neck sits, and that of course changes the proprioceptive feedback from our neck. And that can be a bit more challenging. So same again, you can try this one and you can go up to test it there, and you might find that's okay. You can do it by turning your head, testing it there and testing it there as well. And you might find for some people, you're really good in some movements and then other movements all of a sudden it gets quite unsteady. And that can be a bit of a poor proprioceptive feedback there. So let's ramp it up. Let's make it a little bit more challenging. And we're going to do it on one leg. So this starts to get a bit more difficult. So make sure you've got something nearby to hold on to if you need. So for this one, you're going to stand on the one leg. Once again, hands by your side, closing your eyes, and you'll probably see straight away my ankle's working a little bit harder than it was the first time. And once again, you should be able to hold this for about 30 seconds if everything's going quite well. Now, the most enjoyable one, particularly if you're watching this with your friends, is to do what's known as a Fukuda stepping test. And this is now actually more dynamic. You're going to be lifting your legs up and down as you're marching with your eyes closed. And the key for you is to be able to put a mark on the spot, close the eyes, do 30 steps, and then end up on exactly the same spot. So I'm going to test myself here. If your proprioceptive system isn't accurate and functioning well, what's going to happen is you're going to be marching on the spot, you're going to turn in different directions, you might walk forward or backwards. So let's see how I go. I might need an adjustment. So we're going to count to 30. Alrighty, I did move a little bit, so I probably need to be tuned up a little bit more. Do this with your friends, test them out, because I've seen people in the practice when we test this, they might have issues with their neck or their low back and their proprioceptive system isn't functioning well, and they'll almost do a 360 and walk out the door. So depending on how good it is, we'll show you exactly where you end up on the spot. So have a bit of fun with that. Let me know if you've got any questions around it. Be sure to subscribe to our Facebook page and YouTube channel for more of these videos.